Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming. We have got a great show tonight. Hey, Christine in the house, which is Mumsy. So Mumsy, I sent you the link on your Skype. So all you need to do is join using that link. Make sure your video and your microphone is working before you enter, because it'll give you a screen where you test it, make sure it's working. And then when I see you, I'll put you up on screen and we will talk about our trip to Europe, Mumsy and Miriam, Europe 2014. So I just want to show you guys. I'm not going to go through every page, but just if you ever do, you want to make some great memories. I just did this online with Costco, but you could do it from, I think, any place that prints pictures, and you can go online and you can order coffee cups and mouse pads and stuff like that. They usually have a section where you can make a book, hardcover book. But we're going to be going through these pictures, and Mumsy will be here too to help share. So while we're waiting to get her on panel and for some more people to join, I brought a few of my souvenirs with me today. So I'll just kind of show them to you. Here is a wooden shoe. Now, it wouldn't fit my foot, but and I just got one, and it's decorative. And so that's from Holland or the Netherlands. And then another thing is this blue and white porcelain stuff so I got a little windmill. How do you stream? It's not in YouTube, Mom. You have to open up your Skype, and I sent you a link. And so then you click on the link that I sent you on Skype, and then that will open up where you need to be. I know you sorted it out last week, so you can do it. I know you can do it. I have a little telephone booth. It's metal, like Hot Wheel cars and stuff. The little door opens up. There's not a telephone in there. It's just blank. It's just empty box. But so that's from London. From Ireland, I have this beautiful candle. It's like this. So this is from the Giant's Causeway, which we'll be seeing some pictures from there. When we were in Scotland, there was a silversmith shop. So we got this beautiful little drinking cup. Oh, here she comes. She's coming. And it's engraved, and it says Miriam and Mumsy 2014. Did you want to fix your camera so it shows you better before I put you up, Mom? It says Clan Hannah Gathering, May 2014, Miriam and Mumsy. And came with this nice little thing that talks about what it is. Keep it in the box to keep it nice. And I think that same shop or one of the other little shops was in Wigtown in Dumfries. It's a little ceramic ladybug, which they call ladybirds. Okay, you ready, Mom? I'm going to add you. Oh, but I don't hear you yet. Is your mic, or you want to try to say something? Make sure your microphone's working. Oh, wait. I think I did that before. We won't hear it until you're actually on the panel. Don't worry.
Okay.
There, I hear you now.
Good. I'm glad. Finally.
Yeah. And then also in the Netherlands, I got these little flowers, little dishes. And do you remember, Mom? There was like an arts center for disabled people or something, and so they would do arts and crafts, and then they had a little gift shop where they could sell them, and got those there.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get you up on the screen again.
Okay, don't worry. I'm just showing everybody these little souvenirs. So in that blue and white porcelain, I got little clogs. I got several of these because I wanted to have like a tea party, like an afternoon tea party. And I still haven't done that yet. But also for that, I got like these little, this one's from Harrods. A little, so after you're done with your tea bag, you can put it there. And I also got some like this. So there's London, keep calm and carry on. So those are all my like tea party things. And I also got these little trays. This one was from the Netherlands. It's like a Rembrandt. London, Queen. Another London. Oh, you disappeared, Mom. And a nice Dutch painting of a windmill. Also in London, I got this key at the Tower of London. It's metal. I don't know if it really opens anything. But, oh, the last thing I've got to show you are some shot glasses. So in Ireland, we stopped at this. I think this is from where we stopped at I believe it says Black Bush Mills. Okay, it's Bush Mills. So that's the distillery that we stopped at in Ireland was Bush Mills. And this is a shot glass from there. Also from Ireland, has this nice Celtic knot on it. Also says Ireland on there. It says Holland. And another one that says Holland. So there you go. Here she comes. Here she comes. All right. So that's some of my souvenirs. There you are. Hi.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so we're live this time. And so let me get ready to share the screen. And we will start our travels to Europe. It takes a minute because my computer's slow. I think for Christmas, I'm going to treat myself to getting that that SSD drive. Just a second, Mom. I'll add you again. Just a second. Because my computer's doing other things right now. So give me a second, and then I can click on you. Okay. Get that done. Now I can come add you. House. Chalet's in the house. Yes. All righty. And Mumsy. There we go. There's Mumsy. And
hello.
We should be, add to stage. Okay. Here we go. And so here's our first picture. Good morning, Chalet. I guess I need to go this way a little bit. All right. So this is when I arrived in the airport. So for those of you who don't know, I flew from Cambodia to Schiphol Airport in the Netherlands, and my mom flew from the U.S. to Amsterdam. I arrived first, and so while I was waiting, I got myself a nice hot chocolate and a pastry. I don't know if it's apple or what. I don't remember exactly, but so I had a nice wait there. How was your flight, Mom?
Well, first of all, I have you on the screen twice, and so I'm hearing double. So I need to be able to take one of you off. How can I do that?
Well, when you're in StreamYard, you're going to see like 3 boxes on the bottom, right? Those 3 boxes on the bottom. And then you're going to have one. Then there's one big box, which is what's actually streaming.
Okay, and right, that's so all I have is one box.
With the peacocks. With the peacock background, peacock feathers.
Yes.
Is that what you see?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't need to change anything.
No, I see 2 peacock things.
Oh. Well, just up in the top corner, there'll be an X. Just close one of them, I guess, and see what happens. Chalet says hello to you, Mom. Okay. So, Mom, close both of them. Then, because when you click on that link again, it's going to open a fresh box. So make sure that both of them are closed before you click on the link again. We'll get this going. So Chalet, I showed a whole bunch of souvenirs in the very, very beginning. So you might want to just replay those first 10 minutes, first 5 or 10 minutes to see all the souvenirs. Ah, you can't hear when you're backstage. Okay, yeah. Well, she disappeared from backstage, so she's not here right now. And I think what she did is she had me on YouTube first, and then she went and opened the link. Is there still? Oh wait, let me add her. So is there still 2, Mom?
Yes.
Okay, I think what you've got is you've got YouTube open. Right? Like when you first came on and you wrote in the comments, you were on YouTube, not in StreamYard.
Right.
And so you need to mute that. Mute the one that's real YouTube. Can you tell the difference between which one is StreamYard and which one is YouTube? Wait. Okay, you can hear me. You just muted yourself in StreamYard.
Right. Now I just took it out of mute.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever you were saying, I couldn't hear you because you were muted. So the other one is the one you want to mute, and then you won't hear me talking twice. Chalet's internet is back on all 3 things. Yeah, technical stuff.
Okay. Now I can't type anything. I can only talk.
That's fine. But
I can't see what Chalet is saying or anybody saying.
Okay, so on the very left of the StreamYard, because you're looking at the StreamYard now, right?
Yes.
On the very left, there's a little box that says comments. I'm sorry, on your right. on the right. It says comments, banners, brand, private chat.
Yes.
Click on comments, and then they'll pop up, and
I
they'll be
see.
there.
Okay.
All
I
right.
see them. Yes.
And then if you wanted to write something, you can write too. Now you
Okay.
want that pastry. I know, huh? It was good. It was good. Oh,
Okay.
if you hear two cats in the background, I apologize. They're getting ready to fight, but they're just going to have to like sort it out themselves. Okay. So, Mom, did you want to say anything about your flight?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was so smooth and, it was great. It was like 10 hours or something like that, but it was a direct flight from San Francisco to Amsterdam. So it was great.
Okay. And so anybody who's afraid of flying to Europe, thinking, I mean, you go coast to coast in the US, it's 4 to 5 hours. And you think, oh my gosh, a 10-hour flight, coming to Cambodia is like 14 hours. And so it's really, it's bearable. It's bearable. Yeah.
Yes. But then
Yeah.
But then my husband was awfully nice and he made me go business class. So I was able to lay down and sleep. So that really made a difference, though, too.
Oh, yeah. That I'm sure that makes a difference. Yeah. I always say that anytime that you're flying, because I've done a lot of flying, that if there's a middle option, you've got economy, you've got business class, like an economy premium or something, right? So it's just a little bit above economy. It's worth the extra $100-$200 to get that little bit of upgrade. It's not as good as business class, but it's better than being stuck in economy. Just normal economy. Are you guys hearing the cats? Is that disturbing anybody? Do I need to go stop them?
I don't hear them.
You don't hear them? Okay, then I'll just ignore them, and like I said, they'll sort it out. All right. So, next picture. Oh, so there's Mom arriving. And so one of the first things that we did. Okay, there we go.
Yes, you better go stop the cats.
Oh, that was the end of it. They finally attacked each other. So windmills, and it was kind of like a living history place. Oh, they're still good. Okay, Mom, why don't you talk about this place while I go separate the cats?
Oh, I thought the cats were done. No, this one here, we did a lot of walking. When we got off the bus, it took us a while to get to the windmills, but it was so unique seeing them and all the different little shops that they had there to go into and how they made their wheat and stuff like that. It was very informative. I was impressed because I always wanted to go see the windmills before. And to be able to do that, it was really interesting. But then Miriam had me doing so much walking during this whole trip. Oh my goodness, I was so tired.
I get tired too, and just in Europe, or even like if you're in Hong Kong or something, or if go to New York City, there's a lot of walking, because when you're on trains and buses and subways, it never gets you to your exact spot or whatever. So you're always walking blocks, and people that are used to that transportation and used to living like that, they're used to it, but we're not used to it, and so we get really tired. Okay, so there's just a picture of me. All right, there's a picture of Mom. This is in Amsterdam. There's this tiny little car. We thought it was so cute, and it has some kind of mohawk on it, made of something. and some spikes coming out of the top. Anything you want to say about this picture, Mom?
No, but you're going on too long with each picture.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do this in 2 parts. I mean, like another part, because
Oh, I don't
Mom,
know about that.
you can do it next week again, one more time.
Oh, I don't
So
know about that. Oh, the
not every
pancake.
day, just once a week. And so these were their Dutch pancakes, very much like crepes.
Delicious.
Yeah, so delicious, so good. We love to experience food when we're traveling. This is typical of the canals, people out having a good time. And we got some pictures of houseboats. Yeah, yum, it was good. There's me and Mom. I think we were at the airport there. This was lunch. That was chicken, right? Chicken smothered with cheese.
I think
It's
so.
it's battered.
It
Pancake
still
batter.
looks like a battered chicken.
Yeah, yeah, like a beer batter, and then
Yeah,
with cheese. Yeah, and I think you were even impressed with the bread, if I recall.
I
The
could
meat.
have been.
I had these potato croquettes, so it's like mashed potatoes inside. So those were good. I had this list of all these foods that were from the different countries that you have to make sure we have this and that. So Wonders was the name of this cafe, built in 1832. So been there for a long time. At least the building has. Then we went to like Kukendorf or something. I'll check the book because I wrote the names down in the book. Oh, Zanz Schanz was the name where the windmills were. Kuchenhof. Kuchenhof is the place that has the tulips. And this is a real, this is not like a display. This is a wearing wooden shoes. I asked him, could I please take your picture? And so he said yes, and I took a picture. So that's a nice artsy picture. There's me. Like, they have these little photo op places all over. Yeah, the clogs. Food fetish. Wooden shoes. So tell me they are comfy. Oh, you didn't see this before, but I have like one little one here made from wood. There's Mom in front of a windmill. There's some flowers, some tulips and other flowers. I thought this tree was just an amazingly beautiful tree. So we got a picture of Mom there and then a close up. More tulips. So they had cut all the tulips to put them throughout the gardens here. There's me again. I love taking fun pictures. And so to remember that, I have comfy slippers. They're felt. They've got kind of like a rubber. Well, it's not really rubber, but it's cloth, but it's got some traction on it. So I don't wear them very often because it's not cold here. Question mark. What, my shoes? Oh, and this was like some kind of like apple pie thing. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, you're gonna get hungry on this trip. Watching this trip. Just an artsy picture. There's a guy. I don't know if you see. There's a guy standing here. Nice little. There was like creeks of water like everywhere. So there were all kinds of paths and bridges and everything.
A very quaint community.
It's just my picture. My voice is okay.
Yeah.
I see when my picture kind of stops. Okay.
Your voice is
I think you
coming
might have
over
froze up for a
fine.
minute. Okay, good. And then inside the windmills, this is the propellers on the windmills turn
Isn't this where
these
they
big
were grinding
stones to
the wheat
grind
and stuff?
whatever grain that you've brought in flour. And then, of course, these girls are on a break, but they're in their nice little costumes.
All the workers.
This is like those first pictures of the windmills.
The cheese.
I think you froze up, Mom. I don't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
And your picture's not moving. Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Go on, Miriam. Go, go. Miriam, you seem to have frozen. Can you hear me now? Hello? I don't know what happened, why you lost my video or my audio. I don't know what it is, what the cause is. Because I was doing fine over on this end until all of a sudden you did something. Yes. I'm glad somebody can hear me. Now I lost Miriam's picture, so I don't know what's going on. Oh yes, I got all my shopping done. My presents are all wrapped, and uh, Jasmine is coming tomorrow, so we'll celebrate on Sunday, Christmas Eve, and so it'll be a nice little weekend. Did you get all your shopping done, Shirley? Well, you have more to buy for than I do. Being that Miriam has gone and it's too hard to really ship things now over there. I just went ahead and sent her money and she could buy what she wanted over there. So it was a lot easier to buy this year. Are you still having rain down there in Florida? I know we had rain the last 3 days. Hopefully, it's not going to rain today. Well, that's kind of good that your mom gives you the money. That way, you get what you want. You don't have to worry about returning anything. Oh, just in time for Christmas. Good. I'm sure that's really impressive, the boat parade. Now, I wonder if Miriam's going to be coming back. I'm getting the feeling that she isn't supposed to be showing these pictures of our Europe trip. Last week she forgot to turn the mic on. This time she's have technical problems. What next? Yes, she is. It's hard for me to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully, it won't take her too much longer. Oh, so you can hear us. We just can't see you anymore. Wow. Everybody's having problems with their cats. So, Miriam, you don't have anything else to say? Oh, the giant causeway. Oh, that was so interesting. I never would have imagined anything of that nature happening so many years ago and still standing. It was just that whole trip was just really quite amazing to me. All the different things and how technology and how people made things back then and they're still standing, and now we make things and they don't last long. It was really very, I'm so glad that I had gone. And then Miriam, she'll show you, I think it's called a something broken or the crooked bridge or something like that. Oh, I wanted to go on that bridge. It looked so interesting and everything. And I started to walk down to go on it. Miriam decided to stay up on the top by where the buses were because they had a little store and food. And of course, Miriam had to eat. So she stayed there, and I started to walk down with everybody else, but I just couldn't do it. It was just too long, and I just couldn't walk that far. And I probably could have been able to walk it, but I would not been able to get back in time for the bus to take off. And I didn't want to get stranded there. So, no. So I decided to go back and join Miriam and do shopping, and she ate. Oh, the rope bridge. Yes, that's what it was called. Oh, but it was so fascinating how it crossed over from one land to another land. And so this rope bridge went across the water so high. So I really wanted to say that I went across this rope bridge, but I just couldn't make it. So that was such a disappointment to me. But then after that, we ended up going to, I think, the whiskey, the brewery, where they made the whiskey, Bushmill, I think it was. And oh, that was really interesting. But I don't drink, so I did shopping. And Miriam did her eating. Yes, it was called a distillery. Sorry, not a brewery. When we were in Ireland, it was so interesting to see where the IR, oh, what was it? Where they had the wars and everything else, the fighting between the two, and how they would throw all this wood during the year into this one big massive pile, and then they set it on fire every year. It was like a remembrance type thing. Oh, it was so interesting to see how everything went in Dublin. It was, yes, Belfast, not Dublin. I was thinking that. Yeah, I had the wrong place. It was Belfast. but it was still very interesting. Oh my God, she's back.
I'm back. Oh my goodness. Yes, definitely for Christmas. I'm going to be getting that um, SSD drive so that everything runs faster. All right. So let me get the pictures back up again.
Well, thank you, Shirley. I tried. I'm not a talker.
Thank you for holding down the.
I didn't do a very good job, but I tried. Miriam does not take after me at all.
That's true. Chalet says that you did awesome.
Thank you.
And so I'm trying to get you freeze. Okay.
Now it's up to you, Miriam, to rush through these pictures and stuff.
20 minutes. I don't think I mean, we're still in Amsterdam. Oh, but we're going. Oh no, we just went to Ireland. Yeah. So here we go. Share. It was so nice when I had that other computer from my other job. It was such a fast computer.
There you are.
Yeah. So come on. No. Here we go. So I have clicked on the next picture. Mommy gets me. You would freeze it on camera like that.
Yes, I did.
you freeze. When you said I freeze, you mean you freeze up when you're. Yeah. So there's Mumsy and I together. There's a nice picture of the and if you notice that the ocean, the water is level. So these stones are like at an kind of coming out, pushing out at an angle a little bit because this is level.
That's the causeway.
Yeah, Giant's Causeway. Here we are on the ferry. But there's still some more pictures of Belfast, don't worry, in Ireland. But this picture is when we were on the ferry going from Belfast over to Scotland, to Stranraer. And we're eating again. I think you bought me a dress in the gift shop too.
What?
You bought me a dress in the gift shop.
Oh.
And so here we are in a pub eating, and we were actually staying at the Europa, and I did not realize it until, I went to their website or I looked up something, and during the Troubles, which is what that war was called, where the IRA, the Irish Republic Army, was fighting to get full independence because they already had everything south of Belfast, right? But Belfast and the Northern Ireland, it's called Northern Ireland, belongs to the UK still. And so you use British pounds when you're there. Whereas when you're in Dublin, you use euros. And they're still a member. So Ireland proper is a member of the EU, European Union, whereas Northern Ireland is part of the UK, United Kingdom. And anyway, so during the Troubles, which was like the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, into the 90s, did they finally have a truce in the 90s? I guess they worked something out. But there was a big bombing that happened at the Europa. That's where all the officials and stuff would stay when they went. But we had to try an Irish pub, and so we just went across the street. There's
And
another picture.
8.
Yeah. And one of the fun things about the Europa that we didn't know is they give you little rubber duckies for the bathtub that you get to keep. Or at least the concierge let us keep ours. And this is our pub food. I had bangers and mash, and my mom had a hamburger. You want to tell them about the hamburger?
I don't remember it that much. Except for it looks delicious. And those
Yeah,
French fries or something else.
yeah. Chips, of course, there are chips in there. But I think you couldn't even finish the hamburger. It was so big.
No, it was too big.
And so here we are in Carrickfergus, which is just outside of. So we're on the bus tour, and we're just outside of Belfast. And I think this is a statue of William of Orange. And there's the castle. And one interesting thing that they told me on the tour when I went the first time, because I was there 3 times to Ireland, and is that like this opening right up here on the top is where there was like a toilet. So they had a toilet, and then it would just flush outside, you know. Um, and that was one of the first toilets, and it was for King John. And so they believe they tell the story that that's why toilets are called the John. Andy in the house, Andy in the house. Oh, good, you saw the bangers and mash. You missed the first part of Amsterdam, but that's okay. And here's the rope bridge Mom was talking about earlier, and this is the castle. I think I have the name of it here in the book. Andy baby, Andy baby, la da 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 da. Let me see.
Good morning,
Fergus,
Andy.
Reed, Dunluce Castle, and this is where they filmed parts of Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. And this was at Giant's Causeway. I think the visitor center was on the other side of this ridge. I think we had to like walk all the way down here, and then where you saw the pictures of us earlier. That's like there you could still keep going more, and it's like no, we're not going anymore because we got to turn around and go back. Oh, instead of Angie, Andy. Okay. Oh, this was in the Titanic. Because I saw, if you look at the fork, what the fork and knife is in, this paper, it has the Titanic on it. So this was, well, not the real Titanic, but the museum. And
I'm laughing, Miriam, because you have more food.
Oh yeah. Hey, traveling, the real experience of traveling is the local food. So there we've got some mashed carrots and some potatoes, it looks like. And here is Spunky Monkey. Well, say hello to everybody, baby. Say hello to everybody. This is Spunky Monkey. This is the one that was fighting with the other one, and so I closed the door. So there that's how I solved the problem. I brought her in, I kept the other one out and closed the door. All right. And this is the outside of the Titanic. This is, I believe, built to the same size as the bow. What's the front of the ship?
The bow.
The bow of the ship. And yeah, with a sculpture there. What you want to say anything about the museum, Mom?
Oh, it's fascinating.
Mm-hmm. And Andy says he loves travel for the food. For sure. And so so many exhibits and things inside are really amazing. Prow or bow. Yeah, that's why I was getting stuck on it. They're both right. Okay. Andy keeps me in check. And so then we had this like bus tour, not the same bus tour that went, around the countryside, but like a city bus tour of Belfast. And I don't know what building this was, some kind of governmental building, I guess, and a statue of somebody, I don't know who. But the lawns and the grounds were meticulous. And then this is a wall that had been erected during the Troubles. And so they've kind of left it up as a monument, and people do the street art graffiti and stuff on it. This is just nice architecture. So, nice picture. And then your traditional homes are like this with the different colored doors. I meant to click on your comment about love travel for the food, but it accidentally clicked on prow or bow instead. Oh, come on, I clicked for the next picture, didn't I? Oh, so slow to wait. Well, this is Thursday, so the next one's on Tuesday. Yeah, I'll see if I can get it fixed this weekend so that it's ready for next week. My computer.
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, yeah. Because we can have so much fun if we're not like being slowed down by the technology, for sure. The way the light was hitting on this church, and there's gargoyles, and just nice. I believe they call these terrace houses, or we would call them townhouses or brownstones, but they call them terrace houses. And I have no idea what building this is, but there's a really pretty angel statue in the front. I wonder if it's like a museum or something. Another church, very beautiful. And here's the ferry. So you can see there's like 2 lanes for trucks and everything. And
I could not believe how many trucks they got on that ferry.
Yeah. It's a huge ferry.
It's huge.
They even have like horse carts and stuff too for the travelers. So now we're in Scotland. And this was the annual meeting, like the annual general meeting for Clan Hanna, which we're part of because of our ancestry. And you'll see in a minute the ancestral home. But I donated this flag of Cambodia because everybody brings the flag of the country that they live in now, where the descendants live now, donate flags, and then they decorate it during the gathering. Potluck. All the local ladies that made wonderful dishes. This is inside. It's some people call it Sorby Castle. It's technically a tower house, for anybody that knows the difference. And this would have been part of the spiral staircase going up to upper floors that's been in ruins. This is the outside. Would actually be the back. You can see how there's UK, there's America, there's Canada, there's Australia. Of course, they've got the Scottish flag, and now they have the Cambodian flag to be able to hang. So basically, it's like a big family reunion of anybody who's part of the clan. And then you have an evening with dinner and dance. In addition, they had like an auction, I guess a silent auction, and you paid money to buy like raffle tickets. And then you would put your raffle tickets on every prize had a place where you could put your raffle tickets. And then they would do like a raffle, a lucky draw for each of the prizes from the tickets that were put in for that prize. I put all mine in for like this, like a dish scrubber that was like a poinsettia. It was really pretty. And my mom put all hers in for this shirt because Wendy wanted it for her husband. So she put all her travel tickets in. She won, and then she surprised Wendy by giving her the shirt. Like, it was like a trick. That she won it, but to give it to Wendy, and you can see both of them. It was just a wonderful moment. They're both so happy. Did you want to say anything about that? I mean,
No, it was just
I told
a
the
great
story, but
evening. It was so surprising. It was nice to do something
Mhm.
good for someone else.
Yeah. And I think one thing that's worth mentioning here for everybody is that you were really hesitant. You are all the time hesitant about meeting new people. And
Oh,
you don't like
very
meeting, huh?
right, right.
Yeah.
I'm a very shy person.
Yeah. And so you were like, I'm going, we're doing this kind of heritage tour, seeing all the different places our ancestors came from. And yeah, it's kind of like a Renaissance shirt. Um, and and she's like, but don't expect me to be friendly to people. you know, when you go there, everyone really is like family with each other, right?
Yeah, everyone was very friendly and very outgoing. Yes, they made you feel very comfortable.
Yeah, so she had a good I think you had a better time than you expected you would there in Scotland with the gathering.
Right,
Hmm. Chalet says maybe you're like me, an introvert extrovert,
probably.
a little bit of both. And so the man with the bagpipes is our clan chief, and so this was the little band, and they played music that we all did these Scottish dances to. Andy, you would rock the kilt. Yep. And so this was really interesting that on a previous trip to Scotland, I had met these two gentlemen. They're travelers. They don't like to be called gypsies. So to make that clear, um, and they had their horse and carriages. They were on their way to Appleby, which is like this huge horse trading fair, and so they had time. They had like an hour. Like we had an hour, they had an hour that mixed so that we could say hello again. And they got to meet my mom, and my mom got to meet them.
Interesting people.
Yeah. They've invited me to like actually go in their caravan, but I never had a chance to do it. I would have loved to have done that.
Yes, you
And
are a
then this is
gypsy.
I know. I know. I'm sure I would have felt right at home. I would have absolutely loved the experience. And then, so there was a little town called Wigtown, and this is the cemetery that was there. Me in depth of field. I love these like close-up, detailed pictures with the blurry background. So here's a really nice one of some flowers there in the cemetery, some lichen that's on a tombstone, the daisy, pushing up daisies. And there's my mom. Hurry up,
Telling you, come
Marianne.
on. Telling you to come on. Let's go. You spent too much time in there.
I know, but look at those great pictures. And those are just a couple. Those are just some of the best ones, right? And this is like, I think the town hall, the community center, town hall, library, everything in there. And Wigtown is known for all its bookstores of like old books. And I believe this was a little restaurant. We went inside, and Mom, you had a sandwich. There you go, a BLT, but it was a good one, right?
It was delicious.
Chalet's imitating you. She's saying, "Come on already, come on already." I can hear Gladys. You can do a Gladys with that, a skit with Gladys. And I had like a bread pudding, toffee pudding kind of thing. When they say pudding, it's not like Jello pudding, like a mousse. It's not like that. It's like more like bread pudding. And it had caramel and toffee and and it was warm and oh my goodness. I think I ate it so fast I didn't have time to take a picture. Yeah, that BLT was good. And then this is just a little monument in the town. And I think this is periwinkle. I'm not sure, but this is at the Sorby Tower. This is the fireplace inside the Sorby Tower. You can stand up in this thing. It is so huge. You can imagine they had a fire in there all the time because, you didn't have matches back in the day. I mean, matches are a relatively new invention. You had to use like flint or whatever. So you would keep the fire going and not let it go out. And then it was always there for hot water for tea, for washing the clothes, for cooking the food, everything. Amazing, amazing. I would love for them to get this restored and have it be like a living history place, where you could see how it was actually working at the time. There we are in front of that staircase. Some flowers in front of Sorby. And this, I believe, is a Scotch thistle, the flower of Scotland. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's what that is there in front of Sorby Tower. And then, of course, we had a big picnic. Everybody just brought their own food. Everybody brought more than they needed so they could share. Does that sound right, Mom?
Yes. But they've redone so much of the Sorby Towers that you would not recognize the place with the current pictures of it. They've taken out a lot of those trees that are back there and everything else. It's more open. It's really
open
coming along really well.
Yeah. And lots of games, picnic, everything. This is at the train station. You know me and fire hydrants. I always like to get those close-up pictures of fire hydrants. Well, this is a water spout, for anyone who needs water. But beautiful blue. And even the train station was all blue and white. Very, I think that would be Victorian style. Not 100% sure. They had bikes that, you could rent and bicycle around. This is Galway. We went to Galway to the train station, and this was a hotel. It says Station Hotel. And now we're in London. So we took the train to London, and there's me in a telephone booth. There we are in the London Eye over Westminster Abbey. Is that what that's called? Where's Big Ben? It's their parliament, I think. I wouldn't have paid to go on this, but Mom wanted to go. She insisted. She wanted to go on this. So I'm like, okay. I like that picture of me. And there's a nice picture of us with Big Ben. Oh wait, am I wearing these are the earrings from Giant's Causeway. The silver work kind of has this, this whole, look like on it, and then with the around the beautiful stone, it's and that's where the Buckingham Palace. So, and you see the bobbies there. This is me sticking the camera through the.
This is a selfie you're
so
taking?
It's not the exterior. It's this big patio area. And apparently no, the selfie picture comes in a minute. It comes in. Westminster
You
Abbey,
took
the
that
Tower of Big
selfie.
Ben, and the rosy red cheeks of the little children. Oh, I probably took that other one, but the story about your selfies coming up. You grip and
Oh
trip in a
no.
Ferris wheel. England swings. Okay, so twice a year, we learned this. Twice a year, the Queen holds a tea party. And this was one of the days of the tea party. And so all these people were coming out all dressed up for the tea party. Andy, I love a Ferris wheel. It's my dying wish to be on one more time. Oh, well, I'm sure you could find one in Florida. And oh, this probably is, Mom. This might be the James Bond building. Remember when we took the hop on, hop off bus, double decker red bus?
Right,
And
that we took
we went
everywhere.
past. Yeah. And I believe they told us about the MI6, MI5, whichever one it is, that this is so like the real guy, Ian Fleming, is that who wrote James Bond? And that he actually had worked like I think at this building. Don't quote me on that though. Anybody who knows for sure. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think that's what that was. And of course, so the Westminster is Westminster Abbey the little church, like, or is the whole Parliament thing also? Because like across the street from this is a little church, and so it makes sense that that would be the Abbey. And this is well, it's obviously where their Parliament, Westminster something, right? Okay. Just a second. I gotta. Okay, there we go. Waiting. Come on. There we go. And there's a nice picture of Big Ben with the Ferris wheel, the London Eye there in the background too. Nice composition, I think, on that one. It's very intricate. And the music that it plays, the bell, there's like a lot of different bells, so that it's like the bells play music, not just dong, dong, dong for the hours. They actually play music. Every time you get to go on the Ferris wheel, right before it's your turn, they shut it down. No way. Oh, man. It's scary. It's just a little bar going across, Tower of London. This is part of the Tower of London. Oh, here we are on our bus, our hop on, hop off bus. It was a little drizzly, but not enough that I was gonna wear a raincoat or whatever. I was fine. And Big Ben there in the background. But Mom has her umbrella out there. That's why we were standing in line for the Tower of London. And there's more line going into the Tower of London. More line going into the Tower of London, but you've got the Tower Bridge in the background. And if you remember during the Queen's like Jubilee and her funeral things and stuff, they set up these cannons and were firing cannons. This little bridge kind of area behind my mom, not the Tower Bridge, but this where you see people standing there, that's where they had those cannons set up that they were firing. Okay, I have clicked on it. I have to wait. Mom, you want to say anything while we're waiting for it to change?
No, that's fine. I just can't wait to see the jewels again.
I know, well, no, but we don't actually have pictures of. They didn't allow cameras in there. Andy says
Right.
my daughter just back from London. She was looking for a place to study for a master's degree, and she liked London for it. Wow. And so if she goes and studies, you can go visit her over there. You can see all these things for yourself. You can do your own show. And then we can watch all the things that you saw. His daughter
Yes.
works in that big skyscraper in San Francisco, Mom.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Let me click on this. Okay, there we go. And so there's a nice close up of a Bobby. They change these guys quite frequently so you could get to see them. They march really funny, you know. And but we didn't like try to tease them or anything like that. I think that's rude and horrible when people do that. And these are the Queen's Guard, the Beefeaters. So like Beefeaters gin, you know, this is the uniform. Of course, they've got their raincoat on. Bobbies on bicycles. So here's the picture, Mom, that we're going to go in and see the crown jewels. They were amazing. What tell us what you thought of the crown jewels, because this was her bucket list thing of everything in London. She didn't care if she missed everything else. She wanted to see the crown jewels, period. You know, so
How many times did we walk around the jewels? They were just so fascinating, so beautiful, to think, God, they still wear these things and everything else. They take them out and under guard and, when they're going to wear them and stuff. Amazing, beautiful. I think we went around them like 3-4 times. I just couldn't get my eyes. I couldn't get enough of seeing them.
Yeah. And they were heavy too, because they would say how heavy they were.
Yeah.
2 by 2. And so here's a raven, and they told us there's some kind of mythology about the like an omen thing, that if ever the ravens leave, then the UK will fall or something like that. Queen will die. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's that, because the ravens are probably still there. Westminster Abbey, the Tower, Big Ben, the rosy red cheeks of little children. Did you guys both do that? Wasn't it Chalet that did that the first time? I don't like the guy singer. It's a lady that sang it, my friend had. That sang this little nursery rhyme thing. Was it not a nursery rhyme? Was it a more popular song? So there's a picture of Mom with the raven. You're real excited to take part of the picture.
I know. Come on, Miriam, get me out of here.
But there, now you're better. And so these are like the barracks that inside the Tower of London. It's the barracks for the guards and their families, I think, get to be there too. Just a nice artsy picture of the London Eye while we were waiting in line. Just, look up sometimes. Okay, here's the selfie story, Mom. I think, other than seeing the crown jewels, that this was your favorite story of our whole trip. And I'm so glad that you feel that way and that you're not like embarrassed about it.
I think it's funny.
It is. It will, and it is funny. So everybody enjoy the funniness with us. There's my mom's camera in her hand. We're in the London Eye, and she tries to hand me her camera, and she goes, "Here, Miriam, take a selfie of me." And I had to stop for a minute, and I could not help but laugh. And I'm like, "Mom, please, I'm not." I mean, it's so cute. It's cute, and then the other people, there wasn't a lot of, it wasn't like crowded, but there were a couple of other people. So I had to tell them what had happened as well. So we were all, enjoying the moment, because I told my mom, I said, it's only a selfie if you take it. If I take the picture, it's not a selfie, So I said, but what I can do is I can help you. And I said, so I pointed the camera at her, and where I could see the viewfinder, I could see. so I could make sure that the picture was good, and helped her hold it. And I said, okay, now mom, you push the button. So she pushed the button, you know, and
Oh,
so that
nothing
was,
like
and
making
there
you
you are. You're
feel
all
like a
proud of
fool.
yourself that you had just taken your selfie.
I know, but nothing like making you feel like a fool. You're being so old and don't know what a selfie is, how to take a selfie. Oh, that was priceless. Oh my goodness. Even to
It
this day, I
was.
can laugh
It
about
was.
it.
It really
Oh my
was.
God.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
so
well.
glad. So Andy said, "Ink swings." Roger Miller, kind of country twang to it. Roger Miller, the king of the road. Yeah, Roger Miller is definitely the king of the road guy, and so he did a song that had these lyrics: Westminster Abbey, the Tower, Big Ben, and the Rosary.
Oh, you froze up again, Miriam. Oh. Did everybody else freeze up also? Oh no, I don't. Miriam's doing this to me because she knows I don't like talking. But yes, our trip to England and Amsterdam, that was such a remarkable trip for me. Oh, so you can see me. So Andy, Shalee and I had talked about Christmas. Are you all ready for Christmas? Are you done shopping? I was telling her that I was done. I don't have very many people to buy for, so it was really kind of easy. But I dread you decorate the house and everything for Christmas, and then you got to take it all down, and I hate taking it down. I don't mind putting it up, but taking it down, oh, what a pain. My husband's in the background saying, yeah, he doesn't mind putting it up either. And he's being facetious. Oh, I don't know what my favorite Christmas song is. I get tired of hearing the Christmas songs because, like this year, it was like Halloween when they started. I think they're starting too early with the Christmas commercials and everything else, and everything in the store too early is taking all the fun out of Christmas. It's getting so commercialized. Well, I've been saying that for years now. I didn't see any poll, Miriam, but yeah, no, Christmas is not the same as it used to be. I think when you have your grandkids or your small children, that's what makes Christmas, because you love to see their faces, brighten and shine when they get their presents. Not like when you don't have little ones around, it's just not the same. Well, that's what you said before, Miriam, that you're almost done. So I don't know what's going on with you. Like you say, maybe you'll get your computer fixed for Christmas. You're going to get it fixed, and then it's time for all of us to leave. Anyone doing anything special for New Year's? I know my husband and I, we're not doing anything for New Year's. We're just going to have a very quiet time at home and probably stay up and watch the New Year's come in, and then that's it. Have a glass of champagne. Okay, here's the New Year. Well, Andy, there's always time. The kids, you know, you said your daughter is going to be going and getting her master's, so she's not young anymore. Not like the little kids. I have to say, my grandkids are well, they're adults. I think my granddaughter's like 38, then the grandson's 36 and 35. So, hey, they're not young anymore. So it's just not the same. And I have two great grandkids, but I don't get to see them. But so
Long
hey,
story. Well, I'm back. I
oh my goodness.
know.
So now you get to
So
carry it on.
do you, I mean, okay, so Mumsy told me that she can only do like an hour, and we're at an hour and 20 minutes right now. So do you want to
We can go
push
for a few more
through?
minutes,
But
maybe
we're
10
still
more
in
minutes.
London. And then we got more in Amsterdam again, in Meppel.
Well, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'll stay around a little longer.
What I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'll stay around a little longer. Go ahead.
Now you're frozen. Andy says, okay, yeah, maybe I can get into the New Year cheer. Oh, what? Go ahead.
Yes,
Okay,
go ahead.
here we go for I'm just hoping it's not gonna kick me out again because it takes so because I can't even end the screen. I mean, like the stream, I cannot end the stream until I get back in to end it. That's why you're still there, even when I'm kicked out, you know.
Lucky me.
So I don't want that to happen again, you know. That's why I'm thinking right now I'm clicking all the things I need to get the pictures back up on there, and this is how long it's taking, you know, for me to even just get the pictures back up.
Well, why don't you just forget about the pictures and go with something else right now?
Yeah. Well, here they are.
And then if you
We'll try.
get your computer fixed for next week, maybe it'll be better.
Yeah. So there's locks on the bridge, you know, which started in Paris. We talked more about it last week when we weren't live. We were on a boat cruise there in London. We got some kind of special ticket or something, right? Some kind of discount.
I don't think so, but go ahead.
There's me. I love that. I look so smug. We had to like fight for that table. It's like you were so lucky you got that table right there in the front. I got my feet kicked up on the bow and everything. And then this was that church that you wanted to go to. You remember the name of it? I wonder if it's in the
No,
book.
St. Peter's or something like that. I don't know. I forget.
Yeah, I was wondering if it might be St. Paul's.
It could have
But
been St. Paul's. It's the one that they had a
really,
lot of
really famous
people
because all of
buried in
London was
bottom.
bombed around it. Yeah, there was. There were a lot of like grave tomb things in it. Big statue out front. I love the way the clouds were with that picture. And then that's the Shard in London. Okay, so now, so this, okay, good. We might be able to get through this, Mom. This is Meppel. So from London, we flew back to Amsterdam. And this time we took a train out to the town that we know that our ancestors in the 1600s came to New Amsterdam because it wasn't New York. It wasn't America. It was New Amsterdam, the Dutch East India Company and everything. And with all the fur trappers and all of that, and Hudson, you know. And so our ancestors were part of that group of Dutch that came to America to in the Albany kind of area, and um, and so this is a little canal that runs through the town. It's a very quaint little town called Meppel.
And and everyone
I
rode
have clicked
bicycles.
on. Mhm.
Everybody was riding bicycles. They did, you know, there's hardly any cars there. Oh, we lost her again. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do? That was a very interesting little town there that we had gone to. Miriam ended up getting a haircut there, so that took up so much time. And then we went and did a little shopping, but I don't think we ate there. Unusual that we didn't stop and eat someplace. I feel like the Grinch this year also, Andy. I even got myself one of those blow up Grinch figurines for outdoors and put it on my front lawn. Yeah, Miriam, I think showing all those pictures just did your computer in. So I don't know what to tell you. Oh my goodness, you want me to hold down the fort? How am I supposed to do that? I don't have very many interesting things to talk about. Well, there weren't that many stories. I did like Miriam did show you the ferry ride. I was really surprised that you could look out the ferry from Ireland and see Scotland. I did not realize they were that close together. Yes, there's water, canal or whatever separating them, but they were still very close, that you could see one side to the other side. Miriam talked me into this. She had been wanting me to go on this trip for years, and finally I said, I forgot, 1 year I will go. And she pressed me into it, and I said, okay, fine, we'll go. And we did it. And I am so thankful that we were able to spend that time together, share so many nice memories and everything else. I wouldn't mind doing it again, matter of fact. It was that interesting. I like to see a few more things. We did take the train from Scotland down to London, and that was very interesting how smooth and how crowded their trains are. Oh my goodness. People were sitting on the floor, standing, oh, everything. It was really quite interesting. Well, thank you. I'm not really a talker. I don't really know what to talk about, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best, so just she can't expect me to do this very often because this isn't me. Oh, but anyhow, yes, I have to get going. Today's a busy day. Tomorrow, her daughter comes to visit for the weekend. Well, she'll be here one day, then she takes off and goes and visits her friends, and then she'll be back for Christmas Eve. Then she leaves again Christmas Day. So to go see her father and stuff. That's a bummer. Oh no, never. Never start my own anything. No. So, but it's so early. It's been raining. Thank God it's not raining right now. We have a couple of places we have to go to today, so I'm hoping it doesn't rain. For some reason, I think back every time there's rain and I have to drive in it. My first accident, I was, I think, 16, 17, and it was raining, and I was going down a hill at night and went over a curb. My parents went ahead and they went and bought a new car after that because they said the whole bottom shaft shifted in the car. So they ended up buying a new car. Never forget that. Oh, you didn't
Wow.
know about that, huh?
I don't think so. I don't remember this story.
I don't really talk that much about myself. That's why.
This is this is true. Let me see. Okay, hold
Oh, the
on.
toilets. Oh, that was something else. I was impressed over in Europe about how bedrooms or the hotel rooms, none of them had closets. I was really surprised that no one had closets. You had to live out of your suitcase or a dresser. That was it. Didn't have closets. I was surprised at that. The toilets weren't bad. The toilets were good.
Yeah, I think they were mostly just normal toilets, not like I think it's more like France and stuff that has the bidets and stuff. Well, we didn't have any rooms with bidets, did we?
No, I don't remember any.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, and
back.
when
Woohoo! Miriam in the house. Miriam in the house.
yay! Yay!
Oh goodness. I'm not gonna try and bring the pictures back up.
No, please don't.
Well,
No.
no, no. But I'll see what I can do with the computer this weekend so that it's ready for next week. Yeah. Alrighty
Yeah.
then. So anything else you want to add?
Not too often. It's hard getting up this early in the morning.
Well, we could always change the time a little bit,
No,
you know.
you've been going on for this, I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. But hey, it's fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's you got fans, Mom.
Oh, they're just being nice
You see
because of
everybody's
you. So
comments?
thank you, everyone. That's the
No, they love
encouragement that I need.
it. Yeah. So, yeah, if I get the computer fixed in time for next week, then we'll do a short one. It won't be long because there's not that many pictures left, and it'll be just Meppel. Maybe we'll start because we only did 1 or 2 pictures of Meppel, and I don't know. There's about 10, 15 pictures. So we'll just do a short one with Meppel. Oh, look at everybody's giving you applause, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And I think I'm going to end this. And I heard my husband had gotten up and made some coffee. So I'm going to go have a cup of coffee and get my day started.
You're always welcome to be on the Gen X one like this so you don't have to type and you can call me out on stuff.
Oh, you wouldn't want me to do that.
No problem. Okay, yeah, you guys all have a great day. I'm going to get a good night's sleep.
Thank you, Andy and Shalee, for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. And Miriam, thanks for forcing me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Push you out of that comfort zone a little bit. So
yes.
Love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you are watching this, you can feel my love because I do. I love you all. And Mabel and Lemoyne and the Michaels, we hope you can enjoy on replay. And Michael Collins, shout out for watching the last one. He mentioned the microphone didn't sound right. And I did some digging and I had upgraded to Microsoft 11 from Microsoft 10 and it changed some settings. So instead of my default being my nice little this microphone, it defaulted onto the webcam. And that's why the microphone didn't sound so good in the last one. But I fixed it. So now this one's my default. So I'm trusting that the microphone was better. You like the banter and the back and forth. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody. See you the next time.
Okay.
Hugs
Love
to
you
everyone.
guys.
Bye. And Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.